lineup, so we will be right back after the national anthem. Well, we are just about ready to go here at Ankeny Centennial. It is the number one ranked Jaguars versus the Waukee Northwest Wolves coming your way here in just a minute as we take a look around the field for the Jaguars. It is Okie to Severson, the battery, and looking around the infield, Churchman over at first, Isaac Brule over at second, a familiar last name, Lucas Brule over to his left, over at short, and then it is Kyle Miller holding down the hot corner at third. Looking to the outfield, Sean Stewart in left, Easton Miller in center, and Cole Greider over in right. Leading off for the Wolves is going to be their third baseman, number 10, Sam Johnson. Johnson getting ready to step up to the plate. One of two games here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. As a beautiful day here at the ballpark for Ankeny Centennial. As the first pitch thrown in, 76 degrees, and your count is 0-1. So the Jaguars ace Joey Okie on the mound, and second pitch is in, swung on for strike number 2. So Okie gonna get the K and the out for out number 1. Gus Ruggle now gonna step up to the plate for the Wolves. The second baseman. And 1-0 the count. Inside makes it 2-0. So the count 3-0 to Ruggles, the left-handed batter. And it's going to be up for ball 4. So stepping into the right-handed batter's box, it's going to be the first baseman, number 33, Carter Van Horn. As first pitch is up for ball number 1. And outside ball 2, Severson fakes the back pick. So Joey Waukee on the mound. Waukee with a .3 ERA as that one's inside but finds the strike zone for strike number 1. 2-1 the count to Van Horn. As that one's going to be fouled back to the netting. Evens out the count at 2-2. And outside ball 3 fills up the count, and it is 3-2 to Van Horn. Runner on first for the Wolves. Ruggles on first, Van Horn up to bat. The payoff pitch, and it's going to be Isaac Bull, and he's going to double him up at first. And the double play going to be good for outs 2 and 3. So we're going to head to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back right after this. So welcome back to the ballpark as the Wolves take the field. The Wolves wearing blue and white here today. As Berdovich to Holland, the battery for the Wolves here this evening in game number 1. Berdovich, a freshman, with a 1.24 ERA, as Easton Miller going to be the first one to step up to the box for the Jaguars. Miller going to send the first pitch sky high and fly out to first. It's going to be an F3 in the book. As Van Horn settles under that one for out number 1. Nick Severson now going to be up at the plate in the right-handed batter's box. The 0-0 pitch to Severson swung on for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch outside makes it 1-1. And of course, stay tuned after the game. Our Lamberti Goki Lucci player of the game, as that one's going to be fouled back towards the softball fields. As a couple of doubleheaders going on over here at Ankeny Centennial. Softball having a doubleheader against Waukee Northwest, as Severson lines that one out to center. And it'll go down as a single. Jack Compton making his way over to first for the courtesy run, as Damon Churchman gets ready to step up to the plate. And both members of the battery in tonight's hitting lineup. But as I said earlier, games going on over at the softball field. You can also tune into those here on CISN and Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. As 1-0 the count now to Churchman. The back pick, Compton gets back. One 0 the count. Up for ball two. The 2-0 pitch finds the outer edge and corner of the strike zone for strike number one. So 2-1 now the count to Churchman. As a back pick, or a pickoff attempt over to Churchman, or to Compton, excuse me. They both start with C. Another one. Keeping Compton close. Jack Compton 5 for 5 on the season with stolen bases. Churchman sends that one up and out of play. As the count fills up here at 3-2. Runner on first. Fouled back towards the softball fields once again. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Churchman sends that one out to right. And it is gone. Churchman over the right field wall as he makes his way around third. A 2-run home run for Damon Churchman. Churchman's second home run on the season. So Churchman definitely playing into the wind, blowing over to the right field wall. And Kyle Miller going to look the same direction. But that one's going to be tracked down by Fitzpatrick in right for out number 2. So Sean Stewart now steps up to the plate. 1-0 the count to Sean Stewart, nobody on base. As it's going to be Ruggles to Van Horn for out number 3. Jaguars hang a crooked number, courtesy of Damon Churchman. And it is 2-0 Jaguars as we head to the top of the second. We'll be back in just a bit.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life offices of Josh Cowart.
As first pitch inside for Okie as we welcome you back to the ballpark. Brady Grissom up at the plate for the Wolves. As that one's going to be popped up and dropped in the gap. Isaac Rule not going to be able to track that down, so Grissom going to find himself at first on a single. So another character in the Brady bunch now up to bat. One of 3 Bradys in the lineup. For the Wolves, it's Brady Walton as he takes the first pitch for a strike. Count 1-1. Okie goes for the pickoff. Nothing that time. 1-1 inside. Called foul tip for strike number 2. So 1-2 the count to Walton. As Okie looks for the pickoff once again. Close call that time, but called safe. Waukee goes to home, fouled off, and to the net. Two now the count to Walton. And finds the strike zone for a backwards K. Drew Oleshko now steps up to the plate for the Wolves. Waukee looks for him and got him on the pickoff. So 2 away now for the Wolves. Jaguar defense just looking to get one more. As a beautiful curveball from Waukee makes the count 1-1. As Waukee works the fastball outside. And we had our scoreboard operator make the comment of he didn't want to stand in against Waukie's curveball. At this point, I don't think anybody wants to stand in against Waukee. As another curveball finds the strike zone, makes it 2-2. And swung on for strike number 3. And it's 2 Ks in the inning, one swinging, one looking. We head to the bottom of the second. Your score remains 2-0 Jaguars. So as we come back for the bottom of the second, it is the Jaguar pitcher, Joey Waukee, now up to the plate. First pitch in, ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch. Waukee sends it up the middle, and it's going to get by the second baseman, and it's going to be Waukee getting on base. As Cole Pieper going to make his way out of the dugout for the Jaguars to go courtesy run for the Jaguar pitcher. That'll bring up the Jaguars shortstop, Lucas Brule. The 0-0 pitch to Brule. Shows bunt. And it's going to go down as a sac bunt as Pieper advances to second. So Cole Greider stepping up to the dish. Runner on second. Finds the low corner of the strike zone for the count to be 0-1. And Greider going to foul that one back, makes it 0-2. Oh, 2 the count. Greider sends that one down and out of bounds, or out of play. Greider sends that one just a little bit to the left, and I think that might be gone with the wind here today. That one fouled off towards the Wolves' dugout. And now a mound conference going to be called, as the pitcher and catcher not sure they're on the same page. As the Jaws theme played over the PA system. Cole Greider definitely a threat at the plate, as that one is outside. 1-2 now the count. That ball is back and past the center fielder. Greider going for 3. And Greider with a stand-up triple. Greider drives one in and gets a stand-up triple. Isaac Brule steps up to the plate for the Jaguars now. The 0-0 pitch. Sent up the middle, and it'll drive in a run. And a single for Brule. So we head to the top of the Jaguar order. It's Easton Miller stepping up to the plate. First pitch inside, ball 1. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. As a pickoff attempt back to first unsuccessful. The 0-1 pitch finds the inside of the zone and makes it 1-1. Runner goes. And he's in there and safe at second. So 2-1 the count to Easton Miller. Sends that one to right field. Right fielder can't get a hold of it. Easton Miller looked like he was going to try and go for two, but held up at first. Brings in a run and finds himself on first. As a mound meeting being called by the Wolves coach. So we're going to take a break and we will be right back.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Nick Jarash Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Ted Sandine Photography, Extreme Services, Sinorama Ankeny, and Amy Wiederin with Coldwell Banker.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care: wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Well, welcome back to the ballpark here at Ankeny Centennial as we have a pitching change for the Wolves. And now on the mound and getting warmed up is sophomore number 4, Caden Kitzman. So Nick Severson getting ready to step up to the plate here for the Jaguars. The first Jaguar batter to face Kitzman. So it's now Kitzman to Holland, the battery. With a runner on first, and Severson is hit by the pitch. Severson looking to walk it off. So Severson hanging the arm. As Jack Compton takes over the duties at first base. And Churchman fouls that one back softball side. So 0-1 the count with one away. Churchman going yard last inning. Swung on, strike number 2, 0-2 the count to Churchman. The 0-2 count outside. 1-2. The delivery. Sent past the shortstop, and Easton Miller goes home. He's safe. And runners will advance to second and third. So Kyle Miller, the Jaguar third baseman, stepping up to the dish. One out of the count to Kyle Miller. Low and in the dirt. 2-0 the count. Two 0 count, one away. Inside, ball 3. 3-0 count, sent by the first baseman. It's going to be a single that drives in 2. Sean Stewart now up to the plate. One out, runner on first. Last batter before we double up. Shows bunt and called strike 1. Oh, on the count, inside, ball 1. 1-1 the count to Sean Stewart, runner on first. One away. In for strike number 2. I will say it not because I want it to happen. I'm just saying it to put it out there. Jaguars can afford an out here, as there's only one away. Not that they want to give one up, but runner safe at first off the pickoff attempt. Sean Stewart up to bat. Just a bit high. 2-2 the count. Looking at the batting average for Stewart, Sean Stewart batting .333 on the season prior to this game. And misses the zone, not by much, but fills up the count 3-2. Pickoff attempt. Safe at first. Very close call. I think that one's a perfect time for the sound effect of missed it by that much. As the 3-2 pitch and the punch out. It's going to be a backwards K for Kitzman. As we now double up on the inning. Joey Waukee, the leadoff batter, now back up to bat as the 10th hitter in the inning. Swung on, beautiful breaking ball. 0-1 the count. Two outs, 0-1 the count. Runner on first. Waukee is hit. So Waukee gets the free pass the hard way. As Cole Pieper makes his way out of the dugout to courtesy run over at first. Lucas Brule with a sac bunt last time for the Jaguars. Two outs. Do not expect to see a bunt from Brule here. First one up at the head of Brule. Brule ducks under it, but runners will advance. As I have to question absolutely everything on my sheet because we've shifted over an inning, so head not tracking the way it would. 1-0 the count. Back behind him. Great job by Holland to keep that one inside of the Jaguar halo. Finds the inside of the zone to make it 2-1. 2-1 the count, two outs, runners on second and third. That one's up for ball three. 3-1 now the count. And ball four is called. So last time up for Cole Greider this inning was a stand-up triple as he steps up to the plate. Bases juiced for him here in the bottom of the second, and he's hit by the pitch. Greider did not look very happy by that. And another mound meeting here for the Wolves. Coach telling the infield to stay at their positions. And we're going to leave you with the ballpark view, but I'm going to mute for just a couple. So bases still loaded. Isaac Brule now the batter. Lucas Brule on second. And Isaac Brule, runner keeps going. Isaac Brule going for third. And a stand-up triple scores 3. So a base clearing triple by Isaac Brule. And Easton Miller back up to bat. As it's 1-1 now, the count to Easton Miller. Swung on for strike number 2. Runner on third, 1-2 the count, 2 outs. And Easton Miller going to leg that one out, but not going to be there in time as the Wolves finally get out of the bottom of the second. Jaguars hang 10 on the board, and it's 12-0 as we head to the top of the third.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte and Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life Offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the Helpful Smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care.
So we're back at the ballpark. Top of the third, 12-0 the score. And Okie hits the first batter he sees. Nobody too surprised up here in the press box. So Jackson Adam gets the free pass. So now Drew Fitzpatrick up at the plate for the Wolves. One 0 the count to Fitzpatrick. Finds the strike zone, 1-1. 1-1, runner on first. Both times the Wolves have had a runner on base. Waukee has retired him. As it is now 1-2. Wakie's retired one, and then one runner has been doubled up. As Waukee evens out the count at 2-2. Waukee looking for the pickoff. Waukee just misses the zone. Fills the count at 3-2. And the punch out looking for strike number 3. Hangs the backward K, his 4th K of the night. Brady Holland, the 3rd member of the Brady bunch for the Wolves, up to bat. Swung on, outside, strike 1. Oh, on the count. Just misses the zone outside. One and one, the count, 1 out. Low and in, ball 2. Yeah, it did kind of look like Holland had his mindset on that first pitch. No matter where it was, he was swinging. 2-1. Holland pops that one up high. And Kyle Miller tracks it down. So we're back to the top of the order. Sam Johnson up to bat. Just misses low, ball 1. One 0 the count. An 80-mile-an-hour pitch from Waukee. One and one now the count. The 1-1 pitch. 91 miles an hour inside, 2-1. Two and one, the count to Sam Johnson, runner on first. Isaac Brule going to go over to Damon Churchman for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, no runs, no hits, no errors. And it's 12-0 Jaguars.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Welcome back to the ballpark as a new pitcher now on the mound for the Wolves. Joey Kleber taking over the duties on the bump. First pitch outside to Severson, ball one. We are bottom of the third here at the ballpark. Second pitch way outside, ball two. So Kleber to Holland, now the battery. Three 0. Severson, a single and a hit by pitch on the day. And ball four. That'll bring up the first baseman, Damon Churchman. He's already homered once in this game, as Jonathan Carrasco finds his way to first to courtesy run. So looking at Kleber a junior. Churchman fouls it back to the net. Beautiful curveball as Churchman scoots back out of the way. A little hesitation from all Jaguar batters as Jonathan Carrasco gets back to first safely. As the Yankee broadcaster just cringed here at the Centennial Ballpark, that one coming straight back. If you haven't seen that video, I would go give that one a watch. The Yankees broadcaster being a little bit unfortunate. Thought the ball wasn't coming back as far as it did. He watched it for a bit, commentated on it, looked away, And then it all dawned on him that the ball's right in front of you. Hit him right above the eyebrow as Churchman goes from moving away to the ball, from the ball to the strikeout. Kyle Miller steps up to the plate. Prior to this game, Kyle Miller a 375 or a 167 batting average, excuse me. An on base percentage of 375. Jonathan Carrasco over at first. Holland looked for the back pick, unsuccessful. 1-0 the count. As a softball finds its way to the stands. That one might hurt a little bit more than a baseball does. They say it's a softball, but the name's kind of deceiving. Two one the count to Miller. Low for ball three. So Miller will find the base on balls. The 0-0 pitch to Stewart. Way high for ball one. Two 0 now the count to Stewart. Two 0 pitch now makes it 3-0. Looking at Sean Stewart, 11 hits on the year, 9 singles, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs. As a pickoff attempt to second, Carrasco back in there safely. And Sean Stewart gets the free pass as well. Bases loaded for Waukee. Swung on, strike one. Check swing by Waukee. Called strike. 0-2 now the count. as Waukee steps out. The 0-2 pitch to Waukee. Buzzes the tower for ball one. One zero or 1-2. Waukee sends that one back towards softball fields. Returns the favor from earlier. One, two remains the count. Inside, ball two. Two now the count. And swung on, strike number three. So Lucas Brule steps up to the plate. A sacrifice bunt and a base on balls for Brule here in this game. 2 away. Runners on first, second, and third. First pitch in for strike number one. Swung on, strike two. Oh, 2 the count. Outside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to Brule. Swung on. And Oleshko finds that one for out number three. And we go to the top of the fourth. Your first three up going to be Ruggles, Van Horn, and Grissom. We'll see you when we get back.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Well, welcome back to the ballpark as Gus Ruggles steps up to the plate. First pitch from Waukee. Outside, ball one. The 1-0 pitch finds the strike zone, 90 miles an hour. 1-1 now the count to Ruggles. As Lucas Bruhl not able to come up with that one. And Ruggles finds himself at first. Carter Van Horn, the first baseman, steps up to the dish for the Wolves. A short lead from Ruggles. Ball one is in there at 92 miles an hour. And strike one. 1-1 the count to Van Horn. Not able to come up with the play at second, so both runners will be safe. Brady Grisham steps up to the dish for the Wolves. Fourth batter in the order, third batter this inning. And Waukee and Severson going to have a meeting real quick. That one fouled back. Makes the count 0-1. Ball one is outside at 92 miles an hour. The 1-1 pitch. One, two, the count. The delivery. In at 81 miles an hour and swung on for strike number 3. That'll bring up the shortstop, Brady Walton. Beautiful curve in at 79 miles an hour. Oh and 1 the count. Finds the strike zone, makes it 0 and 2. Swung on. Strike number 3. And Waukee puts 2 away. First pitch in, strike number 1. That one low. Makes the count 1-1. Just misses the zone, makes it 2-1. Waukee really good in making sure he doesn't throw the same speed twice. As that one swung on for strike number 2. Two the count, 2 outs. That one fouled over to the softball visitor bullpen. So the count remains 2-2, 2 outs. Fouled off again. So Oleshko able to stay alive here in the top of the 4th. Outside. Fills the count 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Easton Miller settles underneath of it. And actually, I believe that is Jack Compton that settles underneath of it for out number 3. Of the 4th, your score 12-0 Jaguars.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Oh, it was at the end of the ad anyway. So welcome back to the ballpark. Cole Greider, the first one up to bat. First pitch finds the strike zone. 0-1. The pitch from Kleber in at 72 miles an hour. 1-1 the count. Finds the outside of the zone. 1-2 now the count to Greider. Greider, a triple and a hit by pitch here in this game today. A beautiful curve to make it 2-2. Just misses the zone. That one high makes it 3-2. Grider sends that one up. Foul. And tracking it down is Van Horn. So an F3 for out number 1. Isaac Brule steps up to the dish. Jack Compton on deck. The 0-0 pitch finds the outer corner of the zone. Oh and 1 the count. That one misses the zone, makes the count 1 and 1. Curveball nicks him that time, so a hit by pitch for Isaac Brule. So Jack Compton now going to be up to the dish. That is Jack Compton. As another pitching change for the Wolves. Looks like number 23, Gus Ruggles. And looks like number 1 going over to short. That's Levi Beeler. So those are going to be the only changes for the Wolves defense. Beeler to second and Ruggles to the mound. Jack Compton getting ready to step up to the dish. The 0 delivery. Compton sends it to left field. Compton going to look for 1. Sends Brule to third. As Leighton Colin, excuse me. So Leighton Colin at the dish for the Jaguars. First pitch misses for strike 1, or for ball 1, excuse me. Misses and strike do not go in the same sentence. Swung on, sent to left field, going, and tracked down by Fitzpatrick. So a sac fly scores 1. So Preston Glatt now steps up to the plate for the Jaguars. First pitch in, ball one. Outside, ball two. So a runner on first for Glatt. Low for ball three. 3-0 the count. Ruggle the pitcher. And ball four called. So that'll bring up Robbie Mann. So Robbie Mann at the plate. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch. Low and away, ball one. And called strike three. Jaguars pick up one, and we head to the top of the fifth. It is 13-1 or 13-0 Jaguars.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
So welcome back to the ballpark here at Ankeny Centennial as Leighton Coleman now back behind the dish for the Jaguars. And Levi Beeler steps up to the dish for the Wolves. First pitch finds the zone, strike one. And don't forget, stay tuned after game number one as we will announce our Lamberti Waukee Lucci player of the game. One the count, and now make it 1-2. Oki the delivery. Swung on, strike three. Seven Ks on the day for Oki. As Carter Ash steps up to the plate. Strike one. Swung on, strike 2. One, two, check swing. Appeal, and he went, strike 3. So the catcher, Brady Holland, steps up to the dish for the Wolves. First pitch misses, ball 1. The 0-1 pitch swung on, 89 mile an hour. 1-1 the count. As Holland gonna get a base hit. Bryson Pearson now up to the dish for the Wolves. First pitch in, strike 1. Lucas Brule gonna throw it over to Damon Churchman, and that's out number 3. And that'll do it for game number 1. Your final score going to be 13-0. And we were going to take just a break, and then we will be back to announce our Lamberti Goki Lucci player of the game.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life Offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the Helpful Smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care. Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knockerball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel.
So welcome back to the booth here at Ankeny Centennial, and today's Lamberti Goki Lucci player of the game going to go to Joey Oki. 8 strikeouts on the day out of 15 total outs, so over half of them strikeouts. And a two-hitter for Oki here in game number 1. As we get ready for game number 2, we will have starting lineups and everything else coming your way shortly. Thank you for tuning in and watching Centennial Digital on CISN, driven by Freedom Tire. Go, commentator Cam. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the booth here for game number 2. It is Wolves and Jaguars. Jaguars taking the first one, 13 nothing. As Emerson Alberhaski now on the bump for the Jaguars. Alberhaski on the bump. Severson back behind the dish. Looking over to first, it is Churchman. The Brule brothers holding down the middle infield. Then Kyle Miller over at third. Looks like Jack Compton in center. Cole Greider over in right. And in left, it's Sean Stewart. So that's the look around the Jaguar field. Greider and Compton, right and center. And Sean Stewart in left. Once again, your outfield. As we get ready to go. For the Wolves is going to be number 10, Sam Johnson. First pitch in from Alberhaski is a ball. Kyle Miller not going to be able to make the throw as Johnson finds his way to first. Gus Ruggle now stepping up to the dish, the left-handed batter. The 1-0 delivery from Alberhaski. Fouled back. Strike one. So 1-1 now the count to Ruggle. And the Jags put one away. As Carter Van Horn steps up to the dish. That one going to be sent to Lucas Brule. Lucas Brule over to Churchman for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 24, Brady Grisham. First pitch swung on, strike one. Finds the zone, strike two. So 0-2 the count, 2 outs. One, two, now the count to Grisham. Outside. Severson takes a little nap. Twos all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch over to Miller. Miller not able to come up with it cleanly. And the Wolves have one across. That'll bring up Brady Walton. In for strike number 1. So once again, Alberhaskey to Severson, the battery. 0-1 the count. Swung on, fouled off, strike 2. Sent into the Jaguar bullpen. Oh, 2 the count, 2 outs. Runner goes. Swung on. Compton tracks it down in center, and that's out number 3. Go to my cam. So we're going to send it to the bottom of the first. Your score 1-0 Wolves, and we will be back right after this.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Well, welcome back to the ballpark. Isaac Brule leads off for the Jaguars here in game number 2. As Brule sends that one foul. Wind still blowing strongly to right field. As Brule sends that one third base side. And it's going to be an out. It's Johnson to Van Horn for out number 1. So Nick Severson now up to the dish, ball 1. Severson sends a hopper to the second baseman. And it's going to be Ruggle to Van Horn for out number 2. So Damon Churchman bats third here in the order. One and one the count to Churchman. Churchman sends that one up into the sky. Your middle infielder's trying to track it down, but it drops. Churchman now going to second. And a miscommunication leads to him standing up at second. So Kyle Miller up at the dish, 1-0 the count. Runner on second is Damon Churchman. Swung on. 2-1 the count to Miller. Runner on second. In theory, all it takes is a single. Swung on, strike 2. Two the count. Swung on, strike 3. We head to the top of the second. Your score remains 1-0 Wolves. So we're back for the top of the second. As number 21, Drew Oleshko, steps into the box. Oh, to the count, Alberhaski, the pitcher. Swung on, strike 3. So that puts one away here for the Wolves. as Jackson Adams steps up to the dish. Sent over to Lucas Brule. Brule to Churchman for out number 2. That'll bring up number 13. Drew Fitzpatrick wearing number 13. Three-0 the count to Fitzpatrick. Jonas Sweeney up on deck for the Wolves. The catcher. And finds the strike zone for out number 3. So Alberhaski goes 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the second. We head to the bottom. Your score remains 1-0 Wolves.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So Sean Stewart steps up to the box. Count evens out at 1-1. Swung on, strike 2. And out number 3 going to be a backwards K, or out number 1 going to be a backwards K. So Walton to Van Horn for out number 2, and Lucas Brule going to be hit by the pitch. Cole Grider stepping up to the box for the Jaguars. Going foul, looking to track it down is Van Horn, but not able to do it. So the count goes to 0-1. Grider swings on the 1-2 pitch. Or on the 1-1 pitch to make it 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch finds the strike zone to hang a backwards K for out number 3. We head to the top of the third. Your score remains 1-0, Waukee Northwest.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
So welcome back to the ballpark as first pitch into Sweeney is swung on for strike number 1. Alberhaski finds the strike zone for strike number 2. And there's strike number 3. So Alberhaski hangs the forward K for out number 1. As we go to the top of the order, it's Sam Johnson stepping up to the plate. Beautiful curveball from Alberhaski to find the strike zone. Makes the count 0-1. Oh, 2 now the count to Johnson. The pitch from Alberhaski. Fouled back, keeps the count at 0-2. And the K for out number 2. That brings up Gus Ruggle. The Wolves' second baseman. Low, ball 1. Beautiful pitch from Alberhaski. Finds the strike zone, makes it 1-1. Fouled off. Hot shot to the Jaguar dugout. Not sure if that went in or over the dugout. That one going to be in the dirt. Makes it 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Alberhaski now fills up the count, makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sent to Isaac Brule. Isaac Brule on the run over to Churchman. Churchman not able to field it. So the runner will reach first on an E4. Carter Van Horn stepping up to the box. In for strike number 1. Emerson, the pickoff attempt. Oh, 2 the count to Ruggle. Runner goes. And that one's a piece to the right field. Runner is safe at third. So Brady Grisham steps up to the dish for the Wolves. Two outs, runners on the corners. That one cranked foul into the pasture. And I believe this is one of 4 home doubleheaders here for the Jaguars. 1-1 the count. That one popped up. One, 2 now the count to Grisham. Outside runner stays at third. Now we have runners on first and second. Two the count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. That one sent up high in the sky. Jack Compton looking to track it down, and he does it. So an F8 is going to be the way that one scored for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the third. It's still 1-0. 1 hit, no runs, 1 error, and 2 left stranded. We will be right back.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knockerball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel.
So first pitch into Jack Compton, strike 1. That one fouled off softball side. So makes it 0-2. Swung on, strike 3. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Isaac Brule leads us off. The delivery. Swung on, sent to center field. Tracked down by Grisham. Nick Severson getting ready to step up to the dish. Severson sends one up the middle. And it'll be the first Jaguar base runner of the inning. So Damon Churchman steps up to the dish. Jonathan Carrasco makes his way over to first. Churchman hit a homer in the first game here today. Sends one to the shortstop, looking to roll 2. Or just one, because that's all they needed. So it's Walton DeRuggle for out number 3. We head to the top of 4. It is 1-0 Wolves. We will be right back.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knocker Ball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel.
So we come back to the ballpark. It's Brady Walton up at the dish. First pitch away for a ball. 1-0 the count. As that one gets away from Severson, 2-0. Swung on, fouled back, strike 1. Low, ball 3. I think Severson turned back and asked for a spot. So 3-1 the count to Walton. Swung on, sky high. Lucas Brule tracks it down. That's going to be out number 1. That'll take us to number 21, Drew Oleshko. In the zone, strike number 1. And ball goes foul. So 0-2 the count for Oleshko. Low and in the dirt. Ball 1. No runners on, 1 out. Alberhaski deals. 2-2. That one fouled back. Keeps the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Alberhaski deals. Miller throws over to Churchman for out number 2. Jackson Adams steps up to the dish for the Wolves. First pitch in, strike 1. Strike 2. To Jackson Adams. And swung on, foul tip, strike 3. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, you are watching Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the helpful smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care.
So Kyle Miller steps into the box for the Jaguars. As last inning ended on a fielder's choice. As that pitch is in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Miller. Low and away. Ball 2. That one finds the strike zone, makes it 2-2 now the count. And Miller gets rung up. Sean Stewart now the batter. Swung on, strike 1. That one low, ball 1. Jaguars seeming to have used all the juice in the first game. As that one's outside for strike two. Stewart swings on that one, sends it back softball side. Outside, ball two. Stewart sends that one to center. Tracked down by Grisham for out number two. Emerson Elberhaske now going to find his way to the dish. Left alone for ball one. Miller, the pitcher, in for strike one. So 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Outside, called strike two. Swung on, foul tip, strike three. The Wolves go 1-2-3, bottom of the fourth. We go to the fifth. Your score remains 1-0 Wolves.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
So as we come back to the ballpark, it is Wolves up to bat. Drew Fitzpatrick leads off the inning. Strike one called. Had a little bit of juicy wiggle action before the inning here. Got a chance to see Cole Greider out in right doing the dance, as well as Jack Compton in center. Those two warming up together, so throwing back and forth. One of them was dancing, one of them was throwing or catching. One and two the count. In the dirt. 2-2. Swung on, sent back up the middle. Elberhaske tries to barehand it, but it's going to be Lucas Brule to Churchman for out number one. Jonah Sweeney steps up to the dish. Winds and deals, and strike one. I will say Alberhaski's pitching motion does look a little bit like the Karate Kid when he goes through his windup. Crane kick and the pitch. 1-2 the count. Sent high. Isaac Brule calls that one. So that takes us to the top of the order. Sam Johnson up at the dish. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch in, strike one. Johnson, the only one to score so far for the Wolves. Swung on, strike two. Outside ball one. 1-2-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Swung on, outside, drop, third strike. Severson throws to Churchman. So a K and a strikeout for Alberhaski. Goes 1-2-3 on the inning. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. Your score remains 1-0 Wolves. As we take a quick break, and we will be right back with the bottom of the fifth.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
So as we welcome you back to the ballpark, first pitch into Lucas Brule, called strike one. And 0-2 now the count. And Lucas Brule not going to be able to make it in time. And it's going to be a 6-3 in the book for out number one. Cole Greider, the Juicy Wiggle King, steps into the box. First one outside. Maybe the little dancing in the outfield on the defensive side of this inning. Got it warmed up his bat just a little bit. Or got his arms warmed up to swing the bat, one of the two. As that one's in there, 2-1 the count. Two one pitch. Swung on, sent to center. Grisham tracks it down for out number 2. That'll bring up Jack Compton, the center fielder. So Jack Compton fouls the first one back. Oh, 2 the count to Compton. Swung on, strike 3. And the Wolves go 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 5th, we go to the top of the 6th, and it's 1-0 Northwest.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knockerball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 6th. Your score 1-0 Wolves. First pitch into Ruggles is a ball. Swung on, sent to right field, and Cole Greider tracks it down out number 1. Carter Van Horn getting ready to step up to the dish. The Wolves' first baseman. Popped up after a bounce. Severson catches it in the glove. Oh, 2 the count to Van Horn. Here's the delivery. Outside, ball 1. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 delivery. Lucas Brule gets a hold of it over to Churchman. Out for 2. So 2 outs now for the Wolves. The delivery from Alberhaski. First pitch in for a strike. Six Ks for Alberhaski so far. That one sent over toward the Jaguar dugout. One, two, the count outside. Off of the arm of Severson. Same arm that he got hit on in the first game. Severson's getting beaten and banged up all through today's games. I guess that's what you sign up for when you play catcher, though. As I get a big head nod from the announcer, catcher in his heyday. Which was how many years ago? I got an eye roll from that seat. 3-2 the count to Grisham. I got to remember, it is not too far of a walk, but still a fairly far walk home. So I should probably watch what I'm saying. As play unavailable for the Waukee Northwest coach. Tried to do a little spinnerooski and catch the ball and was not able to do it. Try and take the momentum with him. Greider and Brule. Brule going to call him off. So 1, 2, 3, top of the sixth. We go to the bottom. Your score remains 1-0. All the Jags need is one to tie it. And we will be back right after this.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Nick Jarash Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Ted Sandine Photography, Extreme Services, Sinorama Ankeny, and Amy Wiederin with Coldwell Banker.
So we welcome you into the box here at Ankeny Centennial. Emerson Alberhaski, 6 Ks on the night so far as we get ready for the bottom of the sixth here at the stadium as we take you to the field view. Isaac Brule, the first batter, first pitch in for strike number one. Crowd not agreeing. Swung on, sent down the first base side, foul. Isaac Brule stepping out of the box, giving himself some time to think as Miller working quickly. Outside, ball one. Just a bit outside. 1-2 pitch, swung on, up high. And underneath of it is going to be Ruggles. So one away for the Jaguars. Nick Severson up to the plate. The 0-0 pitch to Severson, swung on. Strike one. Looking at the stats for Severson prior to tonight's game, leads the team a .491 batting average as the count evens out at 1-1. Outside, ball two. So 2-1 the count. Fouls that one back, strike two. Severson lines that one up the middle, and it's going to be a single, and Severson going to be on first. Churchman fouls that one back. And behind the press box, Damon Churchman, the batter, 0-1 the count. Miller steps off. Severson stays off. Severson gets back. And now that I say the name, and it is pointed out, Severson not being pinch run for. Fouled back to the net. 0-2 the count. Damon Churchman. Batting .429 on the season prior to tonight's game. Severson goes, and he's safe. No interference called. One, two, the count. Severson goes again, but he has to go back to second. Touches third just for good measure. But he'll jog his way back to second. So Severson on the green light. Churchman sends it Coach High's way, and the snag from Coach High. Little filtered in clapping noise for Coach High. 1-2 the count. Miller steps off. Severson stays. Severson waves at the pitcher. Severson playing mind games at this point. Pitcher looked back at him. Severson just gave him a little wave, said, "Hey, how's it going? I don't care that you're not on the rubber. I'm staying here." Severson hopping back and forth inside. The mind games work. 3-2 now the count. Love to see it when mind games come into the game of baseball. Severson's still off. Takes about a half step back. And then widens the lead. Comes up close. Churchman sends it down the third base side. Severson runs to third. Churchman out at first. Severson safe. But Severson banged up yet again as the ball hits him on the shoulder. Kyle Miller, now the batter. As sounds like we are going to have a mound meeting. And maybe a new Wolves pitcher. As Bugs Bunny asks what's going on. With a little bit of a, meh, what's up, Doc? I will say, for myself, I do a fairly good Bugs Bunny impression. And no pitching change. I do not believe Grant Miller still on the mound. Grant Miller, the pitcher. Outside, ball one. Miller does not like that ball, so he'll ask for a new one. Honestly, surprised Severson's not off the bag right now. As Severson waves again. Outside, ball two. Finds the zone, strike one, 2-1 the count. Kyle Miller. 1K each direction. Outside, ball three. Severson stays at third. 3-1, a hitter's count. Three balls, one strike, two outs, runner on third. Miller hacks away, sends it softball side. It's 3-2, full count. Tying run on third. Bottom of the sixth, the 3-2 delivery fouled back and just barely over the fence or over the net. Still not used to calling it a net. Severson still about a step and a half off the bag. Miller, another one fouled back. Great battle from Miller. As the Bee Gees remind him he's staying alive. Swung on, fouled back once again. It's still 3-2, runner on third. No pickoff attempts as Severson's on base, and he's not able to ground it. And Severson makes his way across the dish, and the Jags tie it up. It's 1-1. So, Coach, coming to check on the Wolves shortstop, I believe it is. Jonathan Carrasco going to make his way over to the first base side. We are an hour and 13 minutes into game number 2, and we are 6 innings down. Now that I say that, the innings are going to come to a screeching halt, and it's going to take 2 hours to finish this game here. Hope the announcers got the lights out playlist ready, as hope we don't need to reach that, but we reached it once last year. Wines and deals, and ball one. So the first pickoff attempt from Miller over to first on Jonathan Carrasco. I think we saw one to Severson over at first, and then never saw another pickoff attempt for that runner. Severson picked up on that, stayed off. Stayed off every time. Sean Stewart, the batter. 1-2 now the count to Stewart. So like I said earlier, just over an hour into this one. And we are in the bottom of the sixth. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner on first. As the 3-2 pitch. Inside ball 4, and runners will advance. And Sean Stewart gets the free ride down to first. Now the Jaguar pitcher, Emerson Alberhaski, in for strike number 1. Big gap in right field, right to right center. Tries to frame it, no good, 1-1. Miller steps off. Alberhaski sends that one foul. And Alberhaski pieces that one to the gap. Runner comes from third. Alberhaski going 3. He's up. He's down. He's safe. He goes home. He's going. And inside the park, home run. He scores 3. And Alberhaski puts it up 4-1 for the Jaguars. So now the umpire is going to come together, discuss it. Emerson Alberhaski pulling the clutch. Inside the park home run, but in reality, it's a triple with an error. And coaches coming together to talk to the umpire. And now going over to explain to Coach High. We'll wait to see what the official ruling is. Wait to hear from home plate umpire. So 2 runs scored and third one called out on interference. So Miller and Stewart's runs going to count. Alberhaski going to be called out for interference.
So it is a 3-run bottom of the 6th for the Jaguars. We'll go to the 7th. 3-1 Centennial.
All right, so just a little bit of clarification. I believe we are calling it dugout interference, not necessarily runner's interference, as the Jaguars dugout got a little bit excited and came outside of the dugout as the ball was overthrown for the error. So being called out as we head to the top of the 7th. It is 3-1 Jaguars. Leading off, Brady Walton for the Wolves. Line to deal from Alberhaski. Hits the toe, and it's a dead ball. So Drew Oleshko going to be up to bat now for the Wolves. Severson looks for the back pick. Nothing signaled. Emerson looks for the pickoff. So 2-1 the count. As sounds like Trip Rawlings warming up in the Jaguars bullpen. The 6'7" monster. I believe they have him down at 6'7". Let me double check that. 6'8", excuse me. So Coach High coming out for a mound meeting. As Alberhaski going to stay on the mound. And that is indeed the 6'8" monster Trip Rawlings, as you can see his head over the dugout, or over the bullpen fence. Back, or pickoff attempt. Kyle Miller settling under this one. And that's out number 1. Jackson Adams going to step up to the dish for the Wolves. Rawlings still warming up in the bullpen. Now, warming up in the dugout, that would be an interesting endeavor. Ball gets by Severson, runner going to advance to second. Rounds looks at third, nothing there.